You're lying awake at night, bills are piling up, the job isn't secure, and you're calculating your future with fear instead of faith. Everyone tells you the same thing about provision. Work hard, trust Allah, be patient. And it's all true, but it's incomplete because you've been thinking about rizq all wrong. Most of us narrow it down to one thing: money. How much we earn, how much we save, how much we have in the bank. And when the numbers don't look good, we panic. But that's not rizq. That's only a tiny piece of it. Your rizq is your health, your family, the peace in your heart, the smile on your child's face, the breath in your lungs right now. These are all provision, and you're overlooking most of it. Here's what's actually happening. You're so focused on the money you don't have, you're missing the blessings you already possess. You're so anxious about tomorrow, you're destroying today. And Allah sees this. He doesn't want this for you. The provision Allah wrote for you is coming. That's guaranteed. But there's something blocking it, something between you and it. It's not your boss. It's not the economy. It's not bad luck. It's your relationship with what you already have. In the next few minutes, you're going to understand something that will change how you see everything. You're going to see why your anxiety about money is actually costing you money, why your desperation is pushing provision away, and how to fix it starting right now. Here's something nobody tells you. Your anxiety about provision isn't actually a money problem. It's a vision problem. You've trained your eyes to see only one form of rizq, money. How much is in your account, how much you earn this month, how much you'll earn next month. Your entire life has become a calculation based on numbers. So when the numbers look small, you panic. When the numbers decrease, you spiral. Your whole mood, your whole peace, your entire sense of security depends on one metric. But here's the truth. That metric is incomplete. It's actually a lie you've been told. Money is provision, yes, but it's not the only provision, and it's definitely not the most important provision. Your next breath is provision. Your eyesight is provision. The fact that you woke up this morning is provision. Your child's health, your spouse's patience with you, a stranger's kindness, a moment of peace in a chaotic day. These are all provision. But because they don't show up in your bank account, you ignore them. You walk past them. You don't even notice them. Meanwhile, you're losing sleep over the one form of provision you can measure. This is the real problem. Not that Allah isn't providing for you, but that you're too blind to see what He's already given. Think about it. If someone is starving, they won't notice the fresh water in front of them. They're too focused on the absence of food. You've become like that. So obsessed with the money you don't have, you can't see the blessings surrounding you. And here's what's even worse. This anxiety is actively destroying the provision you do have. It's stealing your peace. It's damaging your health. It's poisoning your relationships. Your family watches you stress about money and absorbs that anxiety. You're sacrificing the rizq that's already in your hands for the rizq you're afraid won't come. That's the real crisis. Not the money, the blindness. The problem isn't your provision, it's your perception. The word rizq in Arabic means provision, but not just money, not just income, not just what you earn. Rizq is everything that reaches you, everything that comes to you, everything Allah sends your way. Your health is rizq. Right now, your body is functioning, your heart is beating, your organs are working. You didn't buy this, you can't replicate it, but Allah gave it to you. That's provision. Your relationships are rizq. The person who loves you, the friend who shows up, the family member who forgives you when you mess up. These connections are worth more than any amount of money. But we call them granted. We don't count them as blessings. Your knowledge is rizq. The education you received, the skills you developed, the wisdom you've gained from experience, all of it came from Allah. He opened doors for you to learn. That's provision. A peaceful moment is rizq. When you're sitting alone and your mind is quiet, when anxiety isn't screaming, when you feel content, these moments are rarer than money, but most people don't even recognize them as blessings. An unexpected opportunity is rizq. A door opens, a person calls, a chance appears from nowhere. That's Allah sending provision through avenues you never planned. Someone's kindness is rizq. A stranger helps you. A colleague offers support. Your child hugs you when you need it. These moments are provision arriving through human hands. Even your struggles are rizq. They teach you, they refine you, they bring you closer to Allah. What feels like punishment is actually Allah investing in your growth. When you start understanding provision this way, everything shifts. You realize you're not poor, you're drowning in blessings, literally drowning. But you've been so focused on one bank account number, you missed the ocean surrounding you. The richest person in the world can lose their health tomorrow. They can lose their family. They can lose their peace. Suddenly their millions mean nothing. But a poor person with health, family and peace, they're actually wealthy beyond measure. You've been counting the wrong currency. Rizq is everything Allah sends your way, and most of it you're already receiving. You weren't born anxious about money. Think back to childhood. You didn't wake up worrying about bills. You learned it. Someone taught you. Maybe your parents. They worried constantly. They spoke about money with fear. They counted and recounted. They said things like, we don't have enough, even when they did. And you absorbed that anxiety like a sponge. Or maybe society. You grew up watching people measure their worth by their wealth. The car they drove, the house they owned, the job title they had. Success meant money. Failure meant struggling financially. Your value as a person became tied to your net worth. Or maybe both. The combination created a belief system that says there's never enough. I have to constantly fight for survival. More is always better. My worth depends on my earnings. This belief system is a prison, and it's a lie, but you believe it so deeply, so completely that you've structured your entire life around it. You work longer hours, you sacrifice peace, you compromise your values, all trying to escape the scarcity that only exists in your mind. The problem is this: your belief system is running your life, not your actual circumstances. Most people have enough. They have food, they have shelter, they have safety, but their mind is screaming not enough. A billionaire can feel poor because there's never enough. A person with little can feel wealthy because they believe Allah provides. The difference isn't the money, it's the belief. And here's what's terrifying. Your belief system is actively blocking your provision because you're so anxious about what you don't have, you can't see what you do have. You can't receive new blessings because your hands are already full of worry. Anxiety is like a closed fist. It can't receive anything. Gratitude is an open hand. It can receive everything. You've been walking around with a closed fist, wondering why provision isn't flowing. But Allah has been trying to fill your hands the whole time. The scarcity you fear isn't real. It's a story you've been told, a story you've been repeating, and it's time to stop believing it. Your belief system created the anxiety. Your belief system can also end it. There's a promise in Islam that should end all your anxiety. But most people know it and don't believe it. Your provision is already written, already decreed, already guaranteed. Not maybe, not if you work hard enough, not if you're smart enough. Already, completely, absolutely. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said something that should shake you awake. He said, no soul will die until it receives every drop of provision written for it. Every single drop, not most of it, not most days, all of it. Read that again. No soul will die missing their provision. That means your provision is so guaranteed, it will reach you before you take your last breath. There's no way for you to leave this world without it. Allah has made it that certain. So what are you anxious about? Think about death for a moment. It's coming to everyone. Nobody knows when. Nobody can delay it or speed it up. It's written, it's guaranteed. Well, your provision is the same. It's written, it's guaranteed. Just as certain as death. Just as unavoidable. The difference is this: you accept death. You don't panic about it. You don't lose sleep. You know it's coming and you've made peace with it. But provision, you panic about it. You lose sleep. You're anxious every single day. Yet provision is more guaranteed than death. Because Allah said it explicitly. He promised it. He sealed it. Nobody can steal your provision. No boss can withhold it. No economy can block it. No disaster can prevent it. Because it doesn't come from them. It comes from Allah. The pen has already written your name next to your portion. The decree is already sealed. All that's left is for you to receive it. But here's the problem. You don't believe it. Not really. You believe it as a nice concept, a beautiful idea, something to recite in difficult moments, but deep down you're still acting like your survival depends on your effort, like you have to earn it. Like without your constant anxiety and work, provision won't come. That's the real issue, not the provision. Your belief in the provision. Your provision is guaranteed. The question is, when will you start acting like you believe it? Your rizq is already written. Your anxiety can't change it. You want your provision to increase? There's a formula. It's so simple, it's almost hidden. Gratitude. Not just any gratitude, real gratitude. The kind where you look at what you have and actually mean it when you say thank you. The Quran is clear about this. Allah says, if you're grateful, He will increase you. If you're thankful, blessings multiply. This isn't poetry, this is a law of the universe, a mechanism Allah established. Gratitude is a magnet. When you appreciate something, you attract more of it. When you complain about what you have, you push it away. Think about it. When someone gives you a gift and you're genuinely grateful, you feel closer to them. You want to give them more. But when someone gives you something and you're ungrateful, dismissive, complaining, they stop giving. Allah is the same. When you're grateful for the small paycheck, He increases it. When you're grateful for the small house, He blesses it. When you're grateful for your health, He protects it. But complaining does the opposite. Every complaint is like pushing away the hand trying to give you more. Here's the secret most people miss. Gratitude doesn't mean being lazy. It doesn't mean sitting at home waiting for money to fall from the sky. The Prophet gave us the complete picture. He said, tie the camel and trust Allah. Work hard, do your job, build your business, but don't tie your peace to the outcome. Don't make the result the source of your worth. Work with effort, pray with sincerity, then let go of the anxiety. That's the formula. When you combine hard work with gratitude, something shifts. You're no longer desperate. You're no longer grasping. You're calm. You're present. And paradoxically, people respond to that energy. Opportunities open up. Doors appear. Desperation pushes people away. Calm confidence attracts them. Gratitude does something else too. It keeps you rooted in reality. It stops you from chasing fantasies. You appreciate what's working instead of obsessing over what isn't. And from that solid ground, you can actually grow. Most people have it backwards. They think gratitude is passive, but it's the most active force in the universe. It's the engine that pulls you toward abundance. Start counting your blessings. Say thank you, mean it. Then keep working, keep building, keep striving, but do it without anxiety. That's when provision flows. Gratitude is the magnet. Your provision is already on its way. Architected section, addressing fear disguised as wisdom. Architected section, addressing fear disguised as wisdom. You think you're being realistic. You think you're being responsible. You think you're being wise, but you're actually being afraid. And fear is blocking your provision. Here's how it works. Fear whispers to you in a reasonable voice. It says, you need to worry. You need to plan obsessively. You need to control everything. That's being smart. and you believe it. Because fear always sounds like wisdom when it's your own voice. But it's not wisdom, it's doubt, it's disbelief, it's the voice of shaitan dressed up as caution. Real wisdom says, work hard, trust Allah, stay peaceful. False wisdom says, work hard, worry constantly, never relax. One brings success, the other brings burnout. Fear is cunning. It convinces you that anxiety equals responsibility, that sleepless nights equal dedication, that constant stress equals maturity. So you wear your anxiety like a badge. You brag about how much you worry. I'm a parent. I have to be anxious. No, you don't. Fear is also the reason people choose haram. Someone is desperate. Someone is anxious. Someone is afraid of not having enough. So they cut corners. They lie. They steal. They compromise their values, all because fear convinced them there's no other way. But there was always another way. The way of trust, the way of patience, the way of doing things right and letting Allah handle the outcome. Fear blocks provision because it closes your heart. An anxious person can't see opportunities. They're too busy spiraling. They can't take risks because they're paralyzed by what ifs. They can't be generous because they're hoarding. But a person at peace, they see clearly. They move with intention. They can help others. They can invest. They can take calculated risks, and provision flows toward them. Allah explicitly told us about this trap. He said, shaitan threatens you with poverty. That's the fear. That's the weapon. Shaitan uses poverty, anxiety like a knife. He cuts you off from gratitude. He cuts you off from generosity. He cuts you off from trust. And you think it's wisdom. The real blockage isn't your circumstances. It's your mindset. It's the fear you're calling caution. The doubt you're calling realism. Your provision isn't blocked by the world. It's blocked by you. Fear disguised as wisdom is the thief stealing your peace. You understand the problem now. You know what's blocking you. So what do you actually do? Start small. Start today. Start with your perception. Step 1, see what you already have. This morning, write down 5 blessings. Not money, not big things. Write down small ones. You have eyes. You have legs. You have someone who loves you. You have a bed to sleep in. You have clean water. Do this every single morning, not as an exercise, as a practice, as a way of retraining your brain to see abundance instead of lack. Your mind has been trained to see scarcity. It notices what's missing. It ignores what's present. You need to reprogram it, and this is how. Step 2, stop complaining. For 1 week, track how many times you complain about money, about your job, about what you don't have. Just notice, don't judge yourself, just see the pattern. Then replace each complaint with a thank you. Instead of I hate this job, say I'm grateful to have income. Instead of I can't afford this, say I'm learning to manage what I have. Words have power. Your complaints are pushing away what's trying to reach you. Step 3. Work without anxiety. Go to work, do your job, put in effort, but leave the outcome to Allah. You can't control whether you get the promotion. You can control whether you do your job well. Focus on your part. Let Allah handle His part. This is the balance. Work hard, trust completely. Step 4, make decisions from faith, not fear. When you're afraid, you make desperate choices. You choose haram, you compromise, you panic. Instead, pause. Ask yourself, what would I do if I completely trusted Allah? Start making decisions from that place, not from fear, from faith. Step 5, test your trust in small things. Don't wait for a crisis to trust Allah. Practice now. Skip an unnecessary purchase. Give to someone in need. Pray instead of panic about a small problem. Build the muscle. Prove to yourself that Allah provides. These small tests will prepare you for bigger ones. Step 6. Remember that this is a practice. You didn't develop anxiety overnight. You won't lose it overnight. But every day you practice gratitude. Every day you refuse to complain. Every day you work without anxiety, you're rebuilding. The transformation happens gradually, but it happens. Your relationship with Rizq is being rebuilt, brick by brick, day by day, choice by choice. Start today. Change begins when you stop blocking it. You came here anxious. You came here calculating. You came here wondering if you'd have enough. And now you know something different. Your provision is already written. It's already on its way. What's blocking it isn't the world, it's your fear. Your disbelief dressed up as wisdom. Your anxiety masquerading as responsibility.
Everything you need to change is internal. Your perception, your gratitude, your trust,
your willingness to work without desperation, your ability to see blessings instead of lack. This isn't about becoming rich, it's about becoming free. Free from the weight you've been carrying. Free from the anxiety that's been stealing your peace. Free from the scarcity mindset that's been poisoning your decisions. When you shift from fear to faith, everything changes. Not your circumstances, your relationship with your circumstances. You start seeing the abundance that was always there. You start recognizing provision in forms you never noticed before. And then something remarkable happens. As you become grateful, provision multiplies. As you stop complaining, blessings flow. As you trust more, fear loses its grip. As you work without anxiety, doors open from places you never expected. This is how Allah's promise works. Not magically, practically, through the laws He established in the universe. Oh Allah, free us from the chains of anxiety. Remove the fear that's disguising itself as wisdom. Open our eyes to see the abundance surrounding us. Heal our relationship with provision. Give us the strength to trust You completely, the wisdom to work without desperation, the gratitude to recognize every blessing, the generosity to give without fear of lack, and the peace that comes from knowing You're taking care of us. Ameen. Starting today, commit to one thing, one small practice. Count your blessings. Say thank you. Work without anxiety. Stop one complaint. Take one risk based on faith instead of fear. That's it. One thing. Because small changes compound into complete transformation. Your provision isn't coming someday. It's coming to you right now. In forms you're probably missing. Your job is to stop blocking it. Stop fearing. Stop complaining. Stop doubting. Start seeing. Start trusting. Start receiving. Your rizq is already seeking you out. The question is, when will you stop running from it?